This is Rushali from Rushraj classes. In this video, we are going to continue our important chapter of standard 10, that is life process. In this video, we are going to see the transport system in human beings. The transport system in human beings consists of heart and the blood vessels, that is heart, arteries, veins and capillaries. So, how this heart works, how the material is transported from one place to the another place in our entire body through this transport system, that we are going to say in this video. Here are few important features about the heart. Heart is a fist-sized conical shaped organ which is placed obliquely in the thoracic cavity a little towards the left between the lungs. Now this heart is a very delicate and important organ. This is protected by the double-layered muscular sac called as pericardium. In these two layers of the pericardium is present the fluid called as pericardial fluid. This pericardial fluid protects the heart from the mechanical shocks and friction. The heart has four chambers. The upper two chambers are called as atrium and the lower two chambers are called as ventricles. The heart is vertically separated in two parts by the muscular layer called as septum. We can say this septum separates the right and left portion of the heart. Between the atrium and ventricle in left as well as right side, there are present the valves. Between the right atrium and right ventricle is present tricuspid valve, and there is a bicuspid valve between the left atrium and left ventricle. So these were few features about the human heart. Here is the simple representation of the four chambers of heart. The upper chambers are atrium and the lower chambers are ventricles. Now how the heart works. The heart works on the rhythmic movement of contraction and relaxation. Now what is the meaning of this? Here the atrium and ventricles, they contract and relax simultaneously. This means when the atriums are relaxed, ventricles contract, and when the atriums contract, ventricles relax. So let's see how the blood flows in these four chambers. When the atriums are relaxed, in the right atrium, deoxygenated blood from the entire body comes to this part through the superior and inferior vena cava. At the same time, the oxygenated blood comes to the left atrium through the pulmonary vein. Now, when the atriums contract, ventricles are relaxed. So, when atriums contract, the blood from the upper chambers flows to the lower chambers through the valves, that is tricuspid valve in the right part and the bicuspid valve in the left part. Now later, when atriums again relax and ventricles contract. When ventricles contract, these valves prevents the backward flow of the blood in the upper chambers. So what happens when the ventricles contract? When the right ventricle contract, the pulmonary artery carries the deoxygenated blood to the lungs, and from the left ventricle the blood goes out through the aorta and it is supplied to the entire body. This is summarized in our next slide. Please go through it. What is heartbeat? As explained earlier, heart works on contraction and relaxation process. So the contraction of heart is called as systole and relaxation of heart is called as diastole. One systole and one diastole makes one heartbeat, and our heart beats 72 times in 1 minute. Stethoscope is the instrument which is used to measure the heartbeats. What is blood pressure? The blood pressure is the force exerted by the blood against the wall of the blood vessel. So this can be checked with the help of the instrument called as sphygmomanometer. This instrument helps to measure the blood pressure in human beings. The relaxation and contraction of the artery forms the wave-like motion in the blood vessel, and this wave-like motion is called as pulse, and we can feel this pulse at our wrist below the thumb. The job of carrying blood to the entire body is done by three types of blood vessel, that is arteries, veins and capillaries. Arteries are the blood vessels which carry oxygenated blood from the heart to the entire body. These blood vessels are thick-walled and without the valves in them. Veins are the blood vessels which are thin-walled and with valves in them. These blood vessels carries deoxygenated blood from the body to the heart. Now the arteries, they don't have valves in them. Why? Because the blood which is present in the artery is full of oxygen. So in arteries, even if the blood flows in the backward direction, there is no harm in that. So there are no valves in the arteries. While in veins, the blood is deoxygenated. So there should not be the backward flow of the blood in veins. So valves are essential in veins. What are capillaries? Capillaries are the thin blood vessel. They are thin up to the single level. Means we can say capillaries are the chain of one cell. Actual exchange of materials takes place at this capillary level. Exchange of gases, exchange of food material, essential new material. Whatever exchange it has to be taken place, it takes place at this capillaries. So the blood vessels break into the fine network of capillaries wherever it is required. The energy requirement of the human body is more. So, our body cannot afford the mixing of oxygenated and deoxygenated blood. So, we have the provision of double circulation in our body. So, what is this double circulation? The blood goes to the heart twice during each cycle. The one circulation is pulmonary circulation, where the blood flows from heart to the lungs and lungs to the heart. The next circulation is systematic circulation. Here, the blood flows from heart to the tissues of the body and from body back to the heart. So this double circulation helps to keep oxygenated and deoxygenated blood separate. So by this time, how important organ is our heart and how it works for us is quite clear to you. So please be in touch with our channel for the regular updates of such useful educational and as well as motivational videos. So for that, please subscribe my channel and thank you so much for watching this video.